asked to do in like an exam context or demonstrate your understanding sort of format is to know the difference between bitmap and vector graphics and be able to compare and contrast the two of them. So we would look at this from the perspective of three different sort of approaches: scalability, file size, and quality. So from a bitmap perspective, when we scale it, images lose quality and they become pixelated, and that's referred to or known as the staircasing effect. Whereas on a vector graphic, we can scale without losing any quality, and all shapes are based on like a mathematical equation, so the x and y coordinates of different shapes in different positions. File sizes, for bitmap graphics, they can be really large, particularly like high resolution graphics where you've got a really wide and high image, and you've got a very high resolution, so a large number of pixels in a given area. Whereas there's a tendency for vector graphics to be much smaller because they are because they're simply using coordinates to sort of draw those shapes. And that draw list is significantly less than recording all of the individual image detail about every single pixel on a screen. They quality-wise, though, bitmap graphics are really good for good likeness of like real life. So, for instance, like if we would take a picture on a digital camera, we would want that recorded using like a bitmap graphic because every single pixel would be given enough assigned a color. So a photo would generally be speaking come off as like a bitmap type graphic, whereas things like vectors are very good for like logos. And like web design type things, so like creating like navigation bars and simple like pop-ups and adverts on a web browser, but they are quite a poor representation of reality on the whole.